Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm your host, Stephen Topham at the third at your service. We're going to be talking about the unknown controller. Now, a lot of you know that Richard Topham Hatt and Emily Helen Hatt are not born yet. So, the unknown controller, that's after Emily Helen Hatt, it's not the person you think, right? We have to know we know him as Adam Taylor, yes, but it's not the Adam Taylor that's alive and well at City College, Norwich, because it's not him, because it has to be nearly about 80 years, 100 years, 200 years from now before he gets in control, because of my son and granddaughter has to do their timelines right through as well. So if you look at it logically and realistically, all the timelines playing incorrect in the correct way, it says that Adam Taylor isn't the controller, right? Adam Taylor is supposed to be a friend of a family, but he isn't a friend of a family yet. So if you work it out, his time span is by the time the Adam Taylor that everybody thinks they know in Norwich, in City College Norwich, isn't the one that's going to be in control, because there is a reason for that, and there's a logical matter for it, and there's a fact for it. Right? One, in all plain eyesight, by the time that my granddaughter done her part, he would have been in his 80s, 90s, nearly 100 years old, and he'd be dead. So Adam Taylor, that that's coming into the timeline, will not come in until Emily Helen Hatt is in the fold. Right? So when I say the unknown controller, I said he is known as Adam Taylor, yes, but Adam Taylor is not the person you think he is, right? He's not, he is the Adam Taylor that everybody knows right now at City College Norwich or in that department isn't the Adam Taylor that's going to be connected up, right? It's someone that my family knows, they will know, right? So the Adam Taylor that is going to replace my granddaughter Emily Helen Hatt. It's it's basically a friend of a family, but not yet. Why? Let's get you the facts straight, right? You got myself, you had my father, and you had my grandfather, right? Then you had senior before that, right? When it comes to my granddaughter, who is not born yet, right? That will all come to light. The unknown controller, Adam Taylor, isn't born yet. It's not the Adam Taylor that everybody thinks they know right now. It's he will be in his 80s by the time he will actually become what you will think, right? He will be in his 80s, 90s, even passed away, right? So there'll be a new Adam Taylor in play, right? So this Adam Taylor, who you think you know in City College Norwich or Orsted College, as you like to call it in Orsted, you have to realise Adam Taylor, why is he involved? While if you look at the timeline as it speaks and the way it's unfolding, right, you got myself and you got Richard Topham Hatt, my son, then my granddaughter, Emily Helen Hatt, then bing bella boom, that you should have Adam Taylor in his 40s, but not now. This is what confuses a lot of people because the years are not accurate. So when you look at my son who isn't born yet, you may think he's born, he isn't born yet because I'm not married yet. So it's taking a little time. Right? Patience is a virtue. Everything needs to be virtualized, right? The unknown controller, Adam Taylor, isn't born yet because it's not the Adam Taylor that everybody expects it to be. Right? So I'm letting you know in advance, very quickly, right now, that the Adam Taylor that everybody's looking for is not the one I'm looking for. Right? So in 80 years' time, let's say my son does it for 2 years, then my granddaughter does it the next 20, 30, 40 years, then add another 40 years to the clock on that. Bing, bella, boom, Adam Taylor comes along. Right? By then, Adam Taylor, that would have been on the premises, would be on the premises, would have been in his early 30s, 40s, right? So it would be like early 20s, early 30s, I would say. And you got to realise Adam Taylor isn't born yet. Not the one I not want to know, right? So the one you're expecting, this Adam Taylor that you all know and love right now, thinking that he's going to be the next one in line? No, not yet. Why? Because my son is not in the picture yet, nor is my granddaughter. Set in stone, right? So you have to be realistically the unknown controller, Adam Taylor. It's someone who is nearly about 2 or 3 generations later. So you got my son, then my granddaughter, then him. So work it out. So I'm going to leave you that to ponder on that because that's no lie, there's no deceits, and there's no dishonesty. Right? A lot of you feel like the unknown controller that's just coming into the picture but not in the picture yet. People are getting the fiction side, so he must be in about about let's say 80 years from now, because it'd be 40 years apart between us all, right? You got me for another 40 years, then you have my son, Richard Topham Hatt, within the 20-year gap, then you have my granddaughter, another 20-year gap. So it will add up, it will eventually add up, but you just got to be damn patient. But, like I said, with Adam Taylor, it will be nearly 80 to about 120 years from now. So, Adam Taylor, who's now probably in his 20s or 40s, he's not the Adam Taylor that everyone wants. Right? Excuse my French. It's because I know too much to understand the picture. So you got me on October the 10th, 1983, present day as we speak. Emily Helen Hatt is going to be born on the 12th of October, if lucky, right? Right, but that's another 20, 40 years from now, right? I have to get Richard in from here, from now, right into my 60-year-old job. So you can see why it's a big job, right? So the unknown controller that everybody's moaning about, Adam Taylor from Wild Northwestern's timeline, doesn't add up because his dates are inaccurate to safeguard us, right? So the unknown controller, Adam Taylor, will not be in the picture until about another 80 or to 120 years later. So you got to go another 120 years to maximize it. So by the time he comes into the picture, Emily Helen Hatt will be in retirement mode. So work it forward like you would do, but slow it down. Now you can see how it all fits. This is all facts, all truth, and there's all respect and logic. If you think it's all BS, get off my channel. But if you know it's not BS and you know it's playing accurately, let it play accurately. But there could be a very good chance you will have me, which you already got. Lucky me, obviously, to a point. Then you have my son Richard, Topham Hatt. Then you have my granddaughter Emily Helen Hatt. Then you should have Adam Taylor, next one on the line. So Adam Taylor isn't born yet. So this is where it catches nearly everybody out. So Adam Taylor, the one that's in City College Norwich at the moment, or College of West City College, anyway, he's not the Adam Taylor that that's going to be in control of the railway, right? So he's not born yet, he's not wise yet, and he's not physically born yet because there's an 80 or to 120-year gap. Because there's a 20-year gap between us all. So if you really work it out, there's 20 years of growing up to 30 years growing up. Then you've got to add 30 years, 30 years, 30 years, 30 years, 30 years, all the time. Why? By the time that Emily Helen Hatt gets into the picture, I would have been in my 80 to 90 years of age. So work it out, it's all correct, but playing slowly. So give it some time and patience, will you guys? Because it's no joke, sir. We know it isn't no joke at all, Thomas, at any cost. So realistically, I'm telling you honestly, right? So it'd be part of the description. Adam Taylor is not born, right? To a naked eye, you can look him up on Facebook or look him like that, but it's not the one you're after. Thank you very much in every angle.